real quick though. Yeah, dude. See you later.
Is this your new phone?
Oh.
He finally got his new phone now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. How'd that happen?
Yeah, new phone.
Bought a new phone today?
No. We've had it for a while.
It's the same old. It's another old
It's
phone.
the same model as the other one. So we got it for mega fucking cheap because it's not new.
Okay.
We were able to get a super deal and have it shipped free.
So when did it get?
I don't know, a few days ago, or a week ago, something like
cool.
that. I don't know. He's been working on it for a while to get everything going. Oh, there's a kitty.
What's up? This is Autotron here. Gonna help out Hag today. What's up, Some Spread Lies? And Wendy.
What? Yes?
That's Roadhog.
Do what now? Your pants?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Do not open this.
Do not.
Rotten milk.
Don't open my piss jug. You mean this isn't coconut milk? I love coconut milk. It's so good. Oh, shit. What's up, everybody? Autotron here, just sitting here watching Roadhog in his different shorts today, doing his job. Did you find the egg eater yet?
Nope.
Dude, I can point to the one I think it is, dude. Okay, you see this black one right here?
It's definitely not an Oscar one.
It's one of the black ones, dude.
Possible.
Is it?
Yep. It's either a barred rock or
You mean like this white one right here? Why is it impossible?
the barred rock or Rhode Island red.
Okay. Well, which ones are the red ones? There's two types of reds here, right?
Yeah. Those, it's not these, it's not those.
I mean, what? One of those? Yeah. What if it's a duck?
Ducks don't eat eggs.
Right? What up? What's up? Hey, friend, Hag, and Road. Wendy, oh, what's up? I'm doing hey. Road's in there. Yeah, dude. Okay, I'm gonna fix this problem right now. Sorry, kitties. I'm gonna have to move your home. Piss jug. Fucking nasty. What the hell is this? Do it.
Yes, dear.
What the fuck?
But, honey,
These are not your good pants.
you don't have this.
No, they're not. You have other ones.
Don't want to tear them up.
They already have burn holes in them.
Thank you.
They're not your good ones.
They're better than these.
Whatever. I cannot keep making that run up and down,
You
up
don't have
and
to
down.
make it anymore, thank you.
Good. I'm out of breath.
If you want to run,
Are we live?
you want to run the camera?
Hello, people. Hey, check it out. Look who's peeking out. There's another one over here somewhere. Oh, there it is. There it is. Hi, little guy. Hi, little baby.
Mildred.
We have brand new kitties here. Oh, there's one. There's a little orange one down in there. There it is. Hey, guys. Hi. All right, that's 3. I'm sure there's a couple more around here somewhere. Yep, the Mildreds have graduated. They are now inside the coop somewhere here in another cage. There we go. Little kitties, little baby kitties. Where'd you go, little one? Oh, there's more. I hear more. There's like 2 or 3 litters of these little things running around. Way too many. Way too many kitties. They're cute though. So what's been happening, everyone? We've been dealing with the we've been dealing with a lot of rain, and we've been dealing with a lot of heat and humidity, and what else? Oh, and a phone that went into the sump pump. But we're back. We're back. I hear you, Peanut. That's Peanut. Oh, there's the other one. Hey, little guy. I see you. I see you. Are you hiding? You're hiding.
I'm gonna grab this.
Uh-oh, he's coming with a machete. Don't kill the kitties. They're all in playing in here. They're all playing in here. There's one.
This is their new spot. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, here comes the orange one.
They love it.
Hey, little guy. Oh, there they are.
Yep.
Yeah, they're definitely playing. Oh, there they go.
They're gone now. I'm sorry. I don't mean to scare them away.
No, well, they need to learn that there's a lot of danger on the farm, so
Right.
they'll figure it out. Okay. So where are we now? Oh, we have a new goat baby born yesterday. Hopefully it survived. Hello, duckles. Hi, chickens. Hello, King Henry. There's King Henry right there. Oh, I hear babies.
Ow, what the hell?
Oh, they're up against the wall, huh?
For this thing right here, you guys need to fuck out.
No, fucking cats. Do what?
There's something right here, so be careful when you walk by.
Oh, yeah, there's probably an egg trap and something else there.
Oh no, like a plant with sticks and shit.
Oh, a stub? Yeah, I know. This wagon is in a bad spot, but
Yeah. I'm not gonna worry
that's
about it right
the
now.
best we can do. Yeah, all I did was pull it over that. I just pulled it over the hump. Yeah, now that it's a little drier, he'll be able to pull it around down. So. All right.
All right, 1 second.
Struggle never hurt anyone.
The struggle is real.
I gotta move this shit.
Okay. Careful, you got fencing pieces.
I know.
Okay.
I gotta move the fence over.
Well, you're not going to move that now, are you?
Huh? Yes, I'm moving it right this second.
I thought we were going to go take care of goats and
We
shit.
are. How long do you think it would take me to do this? Right
To
here?
pull the wagon around? A
No,
long time.
No, I said moving the fence, not
Oh,
the wagon around.
okay. All right, well, here's your bait milk. Put that over there somewhere.
No, it's gotta come up here.
Where?
Is this where?
There's an egg trap over here somewhere. I don't know where the fuck it is. I think it's right back there. Or it's gone.
No, I moved it to somewhere.
You moved it. Well, grab that other gallon because I can only hold so much. I hear my babies crying. Noni's putting up a storm over there. We got bales. We got round bales. We got square bales.
I'm leaving it on the back of the trailer till
I don't care.
figure out what I did with it.
And we got our pile moved back. Look at that. That is some beautiful compost for somebody. Hi, Nutty. I hear my nuttying. I'm way behind on chat, but I only got one hand here. There goes the kitty. Hello, goaties. Hi, Polly. Hello, Smiley Twins. Melinda. Ghostess, Gizzy. Peanut and Pistachio. And there's Little Man. Hi, Cookie.
Hey, heck.
What?
This thing should be a little easier to move now. I put some of that spray paint on it.
Oh, awesome. There goes Gizzy. Gizzy's getting eaten alive by flies. We're going to have to spray her down with something.
I just did that.
You're fucking, you lost a cherry on your smoke.
I know, and I don't have a fucking place.
There's nothing here to smoke. Come on, guys. There. Oh, never mind. Yes, Mama. Look out. I'm coming.
Something flew into my eye and it was very small and black, and I was like, what the hell? Well, actually, I know what a gnat looks like, and this is definitely not a gnat. This one looks like a small beetle. And there's locusts out there too, you know? Right on. You're the best, Tag. Shout out, Hefe. Excuse me, Hefe. Sorry, buddy. Excuse me.
Oh, Melinda. Hey, El Jefe. What's be happening, El Jefe?
Hey, El Jefe. Oh, Jefe. Hi. You're looking good. Really looking good. Yes, you does. I'm coming down. Hi, Kaylee. Coming. I'm coming. All right.
Hey, guys. Today you're getting 5 gallons of water, that's it. And you just drink your stuff. Ali Pura.
Yeah, you got something you can install. Okay, buddy. Try to work on that. Come on, look. All right. Coming. Yes, man. I'm coming. I told you. I did something. I did something.
Peanut? I mean, yeah, that is Peanut. What's up, Peanut? What's up? Peanut, calm down. Take it easy, guys. Oh, God. Tad, where do you want this at?
One of them. Oh,
I already put one in there. Do you want another one in there?
No.
Okay.
Fuck, I don't know. Hang on a second. Let me
Yep.
see if that's on there.
I can leave it out the gate if you want.
No, that's fine. Just don't fuck with it.
You want me to bring one more in, though, right?
No, that's two.
Because you said it takes like maybe 2 or 3 yesterday. You said that.
2 is fine.
All right.
That's good.
Cool. Yeah, they're more interested in the corn than anything.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. Mind if I check chat, Road? What up, what up? 9 watching, 7 thumbs up. Peanut. Gizmo. Ghostus. Fattest goat. Smiley twin. That's Peanut again. Pistachio. That's Cookie. Cookie right there. And of course, we have the mother. The woman of the house. I can't believe I forgot her name, actually. I have to remember. Hey, Road Dog, what's her name again? The one that loves to molest you? Oh, Melinda. Fucking Melinda the molester. And then you got your Polly right there. Polly Wally. That's let's see, who did I miss? Oh, Smiley Twins. Smiley Twins. And out there, where's Mr. Stinky? Oh, there he is. Mr. Stinky is right. You can't really see him because he's right here in the light. It's behind that fence and that light right there, Mr. Stinky.
Needs to wait for Mama.
Mr. Stinky is the daddy. I'm gonna sit over here. This is Avatron. I'm here just guarding the gate. Mad love, mad respect to everyone. Stay positive. Always think about what else you can do in your future. Maintain, and try to accomplish it every single day. And it's going to boost your self-confidence, boost your energy, your positivity. And, my condolences go out to anybody that is actually having physical ailments every single day, chronic pain. That my heart goes out to you guys. And you know what? I do this for you. So respect. Oh, weather's pretty damn good, man. Clear skies, except patches of clouds, of course. 75 degrees on average on a regular basis. Some days it's actually 90. But like right now, it's probably about 75 or 80 degrees. And there's no wind, so it's completely still. And this is kind of weird, because usually there is wind. It's a beautiful, beautiful day today. It's probably a perfect day for shooting those discs that you throw in the air. What's that called? It's like duck hunt stuff, when you do duck hunting and you throw the discs up into the air. Shot putting or shot. What's that called, Road, when you shoot those discs in the air? You get those machine, right, and it shoots these discs into the air, and then you have a hunter with a rifle or whatever shoot it.
Clay pigeon thrower.
Yeah, a clay pigeon, basically. My brain. Yeah, clay pigeon. It's a perfect for that. And Road, you actually do have a bunch of clay pigeon material.
Actually, I have a electronic clay pigeon thrower that can shoot at the range.
Fucking brilliant, Road. I need to look at chat, Road. Can I touch your screen and pull it up? Thank you, bud. All right, I'm at the bottom of the chat. TOC in the place to be. Hello, Jenny Jones. Nightbot, what's up? Jody Love. What up? This is Autotron here on Roadhogs Farm. Just touching base. TLC, how you doing, girl? Good to see you. Nice to see you, TLC. Jody Love, you too. All the ladies in the house. Traveling down Lost Highway. What's up? Yep, Melinda. James, what up, OG? Good to see you out there doing your cop watching thing, bruh. Jody Love is again in the house. Everybody's got a few people in the house here. Yeah, yeah. I got that, dude.
Hey, El Jefe. What are you doing, you little creep? Oh, I gotta put glasses on. I can't see without them. What's happening, Nemesis? Peanut. See, is the new baby still out? Yep. There's a new creature. Day 2 of life. Jenny Jones.
Get it, Peanut.
There's a boar bee. I don't know if you guys can see it flying or not, but it's whipping around there.
Hey, Hag, are you gonna spread this hay around the yard for the goats?
See the boar bee.
Hag, you mind if I spread the hay around the yard? Or you throw it over, or what do you do?
There's the older goats. There's the young baby goat.
You throwing that? Yeah, you can throw it over.
They have 10 tons of casket,
Okay.
so they really don't need it.
That's good. Here, I can do that, and then you can. Oh,
I got everything else.
I'll handle it.
There's the screamer goat.
Aw, you guys.
Goat.
What the hell? Alright, Molly.
Hi, goatie.
There you go.
And baby Sonic.
Oh, wow. When did that one come out?
Yesterday.
Holy crud.
The baby.
Just one?
Yep.
First one, yep. Single. Normal.
Whose is it?
The white Sonic.
This one here. Okay. Wow.
One with the big bag.
Oh, yeah, man. It's doing good.
Yeah, well, it won't be if you keep hanging up by the speed bump. It needs to go hide out in the house and wait for Mom.
Hey, Melinda.
There we go. Alright, they're good.
And
I
there
got
we
that.
go. There's the Polly.
Take that out.
Oh, okay.
Polly, Polly. Polly, Polly. And the world's fattest goat, Ghostess. She can actually run. What are you after, pal? What's happening, Joe Public? How many goats? Over 30. That's about as close as I can come to right now. One more fence to straighten out over there. And then I gotta straighten out this fence here. And then we're good to go. Then we got enough pens to bring everybody outside. Hey, Perth, what's happening?
Alright, there you go, guys. Are we good?
Yep. And
Alright.
there's the dog.
Everybody good? See you later, guys. Are we okay? I guess we are. Okay. Let's throw your gallons out there.
I know we gotta get them.
Yep, because we needed them.
I got you.
I gotta go find my gloves. I gotta go wallabying some eggs.
Pick up my stretcher.
What's next on the agenda, bro?
Put my crap away, find my trap.
Don't forget about this milk here.
Yes, I know.
Take a crap. Yo, sit back, relax, talk some smack. Pet the cat.
I'm gonna let you handle all that, dude.
Yep, I figured that.
Alright,
Woo, Rosa, hold it.
what the fuck you doing over there?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Kimmy, that came from downtown Tommy Brown. Let's go put the eggs away.
Oh shit, what's this? Did I leave this here? Holy fuck. Jeremiah. I got that feel good juice, you know, I'm not used to other people talk what I do. So that's what I to deal with
Rotten. Put the rotten milk there. Yeah, what's happening, film the police? Go throw these eggs away. Put them away, I should say, real quick.
after I change my mind or whatever, and I can earn back, respect or whatever down the road after I, realize my mistakes. Fucking bullshit. What's up, Pet? Kimmy! Film the police, Minneapolis. Oh my God. What's up, Minneapolis? I'm glad you're here, Film the Police, Minneapolis.
Holy shit.
Anything in the trap, dude?
Yeah, ants.
So. What's up, Nemesis, dude? Off the peyote. Oh hell no! I'm all about licking the back of the toads I find out here just to see, just to find out. You guys have toads out here, right? That have like medicinal purpose? No. What up, Jenny Jones? Cheer. Yeah, that channel. To do something different with you guys. Thanks for promoting me, Jenny. You're a sweetheart. Go ahead.
All right, guys. The other day, I seen somebody having an issue with predators and getting their predator to work properly.
All
See
right.
if I can demonstrate it.
Okay, kitty. What's your? How are you gonna deal with the dogs? Last night?
Doesn't matter, dude. This is a dog-proof set.
No, I'm saying, did you think about the dogs and how to deal with those guys?
Yeah, I closed the door.
Right.
Closing the door will keep them here.
Well, no, I mean they were like right here at the garage, entrance. But I see what you're saying. Last night they were right there.
I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but we had a little cat food to it. Get it to go down past the triggering lever.
Nice, dude.
And now we're going to add some stink.
Awesome. And that's going to attract
Cats, raccoons, possums.
nasty.
Skunks.
Awesome.
Now we're going to go over to the magic stuff. Right here.
Real stinky shit.
This is the homemade nasty. show you guys the rot, but I don't know if you want to see it or not.
What's it made of?
Gut, rot.
Oh my god, that's nasty.
Smells good. Want to light it?
No, dude, that's fucking nasty. That smells like dead ass, dude. That is so disgusting. You guys, if you could smell that, it smells exactly like dead ass. Oh god. I can't believe I have to be out here with that shit. Ah. Nasty, bro.
Exactly, Jenny. It smells yummy. Now we put it back in the high heat, let it rot down some more. It's only liquefied a little bit. As you can see the layers? I don't know if the camera's good enough to pick it up, but if it is, you should see layers.
Oh god, that smells all the way over here.
Alright, and we got one more trap over here we gotta go check. Yeah, let's drag this one down. Hang on a second, I need 2 hands to read your comment. What the hell is that? That's a combination of ground deer, internal organs, the things that we don't eat from the deer. That's what's in there. And it rots down in the sun to make trapping lure. If you go to any of your trapping channels, you'll see something similar there.
Don't touch that stuff, cat. No. No. Get away. Get away from that. Hey. Don't do that. Don't eat that. It's fucking disgusting, yo.
They're cats, dude. They're gonna eat it.
Hey, oh, I'm not petting you anymore. Look at that shit. They're eating that, dude. Right
Yeah,
milk.
that's what animals do, dude.
Oh, come on. Not all animals, you know?
Yeah, dude. All animals.
That's disgusting.
Okay. This drag's a little heavier than what I'm used to, so I'm gonna have to take a break from that one for a minute. Hey Wobbs, what's happening? Yeah, Jenny, we get poison ivy all the time. What works really good is thistle seed oil. Works really good. That and isopropyl alcohol. We'll go right here with this one. These are my favorite pants, Wobbs. My favorite PJs. I get this one set. All right, now we got that one set. Jenny, that's what's nice about thistle. The thistleweed salve. It's got an oil base with it, and it actually soaks into your skin instead of sweating it off like all the other shit. It's pretty sweet. My hillbilly friend Pinner made some for me. I'll talk to him and see if I can get him to make you a jar. Comes in really handy. The only other stuff I found that works is like $14 for a little spray bottle. It's super expensive. I don't know about you, Jenny, but that calamine lotion crap, never had any good luck with it. It's just been junk. I cure it for a couple minutes and then it's over with. Sorry about the shitty video, but kind of is what it is. As soon as I get this trap set, we'll try and get this damn hay wagon out of here. We'll go for a ride down the road. Get rid of it. There's some more damn cats. Yeah, things have been crazy, Jenny. We had some roof panels blow up and I tried T-Mobile on that new phone and the damn thing is supposed to do Verizon, but come to find out it's only a GSM phone, not a CDMA. So there's no way in hell it will ever work on Verizon. So now I've got an S10 that does me no good at all because of my carrier. So then I had to switch from that to back to my old Turbo XT. And when I did that, that didn't help either. So now I got like 5 gigs before my service runs out. So I figured I'd burn up my 5 gigs. And you can tell we have raccoons raiding us now. So I'm going to be fighting raccoons for a couple days. There's some more. And I need to run to town, and I ain't feeling like running to town. Yeah, Jenny, Verizon's my carrier. I tried T-Mobile. They guaranteed service here, 4 bars, all this crap. The phone won't even ring. When you dial a phone number, it won't even ring on T-Mobile. It's ridiculous. Oh, what the hell? What was I doing now? I'm all mentaled out. What did I want to do? Oh, yeah, oh, there it is. Today is my lucky day, folks. There's my coffee. I definitely need some. All right, Wobbly, boost it up, man. PC in a home land broadcasting system. Wobbs, my problem is, I've got satellite internet, wireless. Well, not satellite, but I got wireless internet coming to the house. And I'll show you the problem, dude. It's on that corner of the house up there. And you see that whole line of trees right there? I got to top all them son of bitches in order to make it down to the signal. All those are right in the way of the antenna. So it trips in and out and in and out and in and out. And that's what gives me my whopping, like, you know, a couple megs up. Like a couple megs. I lied again. Like less than 1 meg up, maximum of 3 megs down. And that's just to show you that people who say, oh yeah, those steel traps, they're non-discretionary, they catch everything. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 cats there, and not one of them are caught by that trap. They lie, they lie, they lie. Yeah, Wobbs, I got Hag's gonna go out with a spray can and spray all the trees that are just scrub trees so I can top all them. And then I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with the other ones. Siamese nemesis? Yeah, Rafa Kitty. He's the only Siamese that's here is Rafa Kitty. All these cats are dropped off. People get these things, they get them declawed and shit and drop them off on the farm, and then the coy dogs and coyotes rip them apart and people don't care. Make a taller tower for the transmitter? Hell, Wobbs, I barely have enough time to wash my own balls, let alone make a transmitter tower. Which kittens, Jenny? There's so many kittens, it's not even funny. Yeah, Wobbs, you know how it goes. Everybody's showing up and nobody ever shows. You know the story. Okay, here we go, guys. Oh, I bent that. Unbend it. All right, let's see if we can start this up. This is where I need that fucking nemesis guy. A guy who knows how to back up something fucking straight without getting it to go twisty curvy all over the place. Hey, Shardy, what's happening? And then trying to drop this damn pin in by yourself, a real cocksucking motherfucker. All right, now I'll take a quick check of this. JB Hunt driver, fuck that, Nemesis. I don't want my shit fucked up, dude. I mean, I'm the closest to a JB Hunt driver, and I ain't even that bad. Alright, here we go, down the road, guys. See what kind of trouble we can get into. Some roads is over there. Go and try not to tip over. Over. red clover. Sun in my eyes. See if I can catch some of the chat real quick. Guess I gotta kind of give up till I get back. Made it. Sunglasses? I don't have any sunglasses, Kimmy. And even if I did, I probably wouldn't wear them. I lose shit way too easily. Oh. And I think I'm going to start selling small bales of red clover, white clover, brome, alfalfa, and all that good happy stuff for rabbits, guinea pigs, stuff like that. Native son. I need to get that cut and baled. It's got some really nice alfalfa in it. Yeah, Jenny, we have lots of clover. I've got lots of white clover. Got a lot of red clover. There's the red clover and the white clover next to it. And I've got Australian winter peas to go with it. I think I'll park this right in the way of cars. This way no cars can get through here. Drop my bucket for water. There. Flip the seat forward in case it rains. There's some more of those boar bees. I don't know if you guys can hear them or not. Hey, Amish, what's happening? But yeah, I think that's what we're doing next, Jenny's. We're gonna hand bale alfalfa, clover, all that stuff and market it to guinea pig owners and all that stuff. Rabbits, creatures of that nature. See, okay, I locked that up. That means I fed everybody. It means I fed the quail. Did I feed the quail? Pretty sure I did. Ah, hell. Now I don't know if I fed them or not. I gotta go check. All right, move, chicken. Let me in here. Of course, that's all you idiot. I feed everybody but me. That's how it goes. All right, and we are back. We're back in the saddle again. We'll go find my coffee that I lost. Danger. Firearm range. Impact the red. Ahead. Directly ahead. Do not enter. Go, kitty, go, kitty, go, kitty, go. See, now all them stupid cats are going to hang out there. Throw some glasses on. Saw Amish video moving big old house. Every man and his dog just picked it up and walked down the road with her. Awesome. And Mildred's are doing pretty good. Jenny, I'll try and video them tomorrow or the next day. Put a little cage inside the area so they get used to that area. And then once they're in there for a while, I'll let them out. Probably another week in the sun till that fully rots down. Let's make sure this still has food in it. Yep, still has food. Let's add some more just for the hell of it. Not a damn thing in the live trap. Do the toe check. Hey. More milkweeds, Jenny. Seen a whole shitload of monarchs the other day, too. All right. We need to take the gross jar to Hag. I think tonight it's gonna be, oh shit. I gotta season this pan too. Yep, I'm gonna have to sandpaper that one. Tip my glasses down. Oh, Jenny, we've got like a ton of monarchs around here now, but our milkweed's already in, but you can see how thick our clover's getting up here. We got a couple weeds here and there to pull out, but for the most part, it's just like massive clover. And then we got some Timothy and brome growing among the clover. And then we got this crap I gotta get out of here. But more clover. And then I gotta go over there with the garlic and stuff, and I gotta pull the weeds that I haven't got to yet. And I'm gonna come in here and cut all these happy weeds so I can get back into the propane tank to get it filled. And there's one of the satellites barely peeking against it. And here's the other satellite. And yep, they're happy weeds. There's two more satellites up there on the fence. Probably see them. Oh yeah, this camera lets you see a lot more than the other camera. Sweet. I gotta go check Hag squash plants while I'm out here. And no moles. Her squash plants are doing pretty good. Yeah, I hear you, but I don't want to do, so we're in the same boat, dude. Don't feel bad. But it looks like we're gonna have a really good crop of raspberries here. It's looking really good. That rain took out a whole bunch of my damn mulberries the other day. I was gonna make mulberry jelly and it wiped me out on mulberries. Pissed me off. You can blame me, Wobbs. Everybody else does. Hey, good to see ya. Hell, Wobbs, if it's got to be somebody's fault, it might as well be mine. Right, Rafa? Right, Rafa? That was the Mildred cage before, Jenny. All right, we're going to ugly old man mode in 3, 2, 1. No. That's definitely not good for anxiety. Messing up Rainbow Love, yeah, that's me. It's from jumping from one thing to another. I think it just jumped to my home internet. Wow, Wobbs, you do know you only have one life to live, right, bud? I guess it's all about perception, and my perception is, why be unhappy and stressed today if you don't have to be? Your sleep pattern's messed up, Jenny, don't feel bad. Exactly, Rainbow Love. That's the way to do it. Actually, the other day, Hag let me sleep till like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Dude, we got a big problem here.
What?
She asked me if I could plug her phone in, right?
Yeah.
Well, I can't because she's got this whole thing bent. So it won't plug in here because it's not straight. See it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck that up.
Fuck that up. Hi, peoples. How are ya? How are you?
You can talk to the people while I try to fix her major fuck up.
Or fuck up, yes. Okay. So how's everybody been doing? It's been a while. I just been hiding out. Hey, Kimmy, what's up? Hello, Jenny. How are ya? Hello, everybody. Just been hiding out from the heat, feeling like shit, but I'm feeling better today. The weather is not making me feel so bad today. So, you know, hey Joe, what's up? Big Tim Hill, how are you all?
Joe Click, you crazy mofo.
Oh, hello. Oh man. Oh.
I love you,
Oh, let's see. Last night I made an awesome venison roast with vegetables. I've also got a giant container of egg salad in the fridge. And we just did a big shopping today, so we're going to be making quite a few things. Mulberries. The rain, I think, might have ruined our chances at using mulberries. So we might not be able to get that. And then, due to this whole COVID thing,
Fuck COVID.
notice the eye roll. Yeah, I wasn't able to order any of the organic seeds this year that I wanted to order. Every company that I use, all of their mail order was like halted because they were so jammed with people ordering. So I wasn't able to get a lot of the seeds that I wanted this year to plant. So I was stuck planting a lot of the seeds I had saved from last year. And my germination rate does not seem to be as well as I would have liked. So I'm not sure the garden is gonna produce everything that I want it to this year. The apples look good. The apples are hanging on the tree. And we still have a ton of raspberries to go. So we got that going on.
Raspberry looks awesome.
The raspberries look good. and pawpaws. We might have a bunch of pawpaws this year if I keep the deer. Baby kittens. Got a great home for El Jefe. El Jefe's going to be moving on down the road, and seriously, right down the road. We have a friend that's looking to start up with some goats, so he's going to take El Jefe and a couple of females, and so, you know, but, so that's what's been going on here. What's been going on with you guys? How's the weather by you? We're still kind of muddy and wet, but it's starting to dry a little. Hello, Dulcie. Hello, everybody. And take your time, Big Tim. We'll be here. And let's see, what else has been happening? Oh, bluebirds. We got a lot of bluebirds. We got a lot of little Jenny Wrens running around.
Jenny Wren.
Yeah, that's what they call those little wrens, man. They're little tiny little guys. They make little twig nests in, like, the old dryer vent.
Yes.
And stuff like that. They're really cool. And what else we got going on here? We got a lot of muddy butt out in the goat yard. That's from them drinking out of the puddles out there, man. We got to treat the puddles with bleach water, and today we had to treat all their water tanks with electrolytes and Corid, just to, you know, get rid of all that.
That reminds me.
What?
I have to write.
Yeah, write down that you put electrolytes in today. And my dog has a bladder infection, so we're treating that with apple cider vinegar with the mother. She don't like it very much, but it's helping. We got to change the bacterial content of her bladder.
I got to call Pinner.
But yeah, it's shaping up to be so. We had to put the air on. We live in an upstairs apartment, and it is hotter than hell. And I do mean that.
I got to call Pinner.
What, right now?
No.
Oh, tonight?
Ask him to get some thistle seed stuff for Jenny for poison ivy.
Oh, some of that salve?
Yeah.
That is some good stuff. You can almost use it like a preventative, like put a real thin layer on your legs and arms and shit before you go out. It works.
Yeah, well, she needs it
really
for
does.
Cure, not for...
It works as a cure, too. I've used it, and like the next day or two, the little blisters are gone. And I got my lupus treatment, so my blisters are like, I'm not getting them in the sun right now, so that's good. I still need them to pop my hips back in place, but other than that, not doing too bad. So.
And when my phone died, I was supposed to send people a bunch of shit, and I forgot.
Yeah,
to send what, so they got it.
This phone episode has set us back, let me tell you.
Contact me again, because I'm way far behind.
Yep, I hear you, Wobbly. We've had,
We've been cornholed by Shrek.
We've just had rain and rain and rain and rain, and as a matter of fact...
Inch and a half we just got.
Inch and a half was the last reading.
At the beginning of the stream.
So, we've got a queen bed, and it fits me, Rode, the dog, and the cat in winter when it's chilly. And in the summer, when I toss and turn, out goes the dog. The cat sleeps under the bed. So, she's smart. We had Buddy the cat in the basement for a few days, and he caught all the mice down there. So, we're good to go on mice. Now we're fighting moles out in the yard. But with all the rain, they start digging more shallow tunnels, and the yard is a mess. But since I've been allowing native plants to grow in the yard, in a you know, where the grass used to grow, and only mowing a small area for the dog, we've been getting a lot more pollinators, a lot more songbirds.
A ton of fucking monarch butterflies.
A ton of butterflies. Yesterday I saw a little blue butterfly. It was cool. The downside is that a lot of big spideys are hiding and shit like that.
I love spideys.
I'm not really a big fan of spiders. They can live outside.
Spiders.
They can live outside. They're not living in here. I'll kill them. So, but other than that, what else we got going on? Just basically trying to dry out from rain, man. We have had so much. But yeah, spiders are not my best friends, man. They can live outside, that's fine. I know some of them are good for the garden, that's all good. I don't even mind the orb spiders that make webs outside the door every night. That's fine. By daytime, they're gone. But those big, ugly black ones, they gotta go. So, you know, and then we don't really have, we don't have like scorpions, or we don't have a lot of poisonous, venomous stuff around here. We got 2 venomous spiders and the possibility of seeing a water moccasin every once in a while from the creek, and that's about it. So, not bad. Not really bad. So, and we enjoy it. We enjoy it. But, what else have we been doing? I've been doing laundry by hand. We still have not got a wash machine, but that got pushed back on the list of necessities because we have fencing to build. We got a barn to clean up. We've got other things going on. We had to get hay under the barn. So, well, we haven't been on, you know, we haven't been on in a while. I've missed you guys, man, you know. What with the phone down, we couldn't make the other one stream. It was just all choppy and
It was garbage.
yeah, it was just ripping left and right. It wasn't worth it. So, you know, we decided just to wait until we could get our hands on another phone. And we did. We got the same model we had at a greatly reduced price because it's not a new model anymore. You know, it's not the top of the line anymore. So,
It was never the top of the
you
line.
know, well, it was
For
never
us,
top
it
of the
was.
line, but it works for us, you know.
It was top line for us.
It was top of the line for us. But now that it's a little older, technology moving as fast as it does, you know, we were able to get it at a great price, and we had my daughter help us order it, and we got free shipping. So, and it got drop shipped here, and bingo bangle, here we are. So,
And we almost have it set up.
we almost have it set up, and we are happy about that. So, what else? Let's see. I don't know.
And
We got 4 Mildreds.
And we also have 2 goat pens now. We just have to.
Yeah, thanks to Autotron's help, we got some new goat fencing up, so I got another pen, which is awesome.
To adjust the gates properly.
We need to adjust gates, and we'll be all good to go.
With that hack.
Well, I might be able to.
Well, I need your help because I can't do it alone.
Well, Autotron can help too, you know.
You can help easier.
Okay. No, he's been a big help, man. He's been a big help. In doing some of the stuff that I can't deal with. So, yeah, I'm gonna definitely have him help me with the stalls that's coming up, and then we got a few other big projects going on, and you know, it's nice to have that extra hand. But we'll be selling off a bunch of goats coming up here
next week.
And that will help us a little bit. That'll give us a little bit more room and less mouths to feed. And what else? Well, they're going to a good home, so I'm happy about that. The girl that'll be taking care of them is absolutely...
Some are going to a good home. Some are going to good stomachs.
Well, yeah, some are going for meat, but I'm talking about like El Jefe and Nancy, you know.
Yes.
They'll be going to a very good home where
well taken care of.
The chick, like, actually, she's got like show rabbits and stuff, and she like measures down to the teaspoon on the feed, and she buys premium stuff and supplements, and she takes super good care of her animals. So I'm real happy that El Jefe will be over there. So, you know, and he's right down the road. I can go visit him if I want to, you know. And he's friendly, so he'll make a good stud for them, a good ram, whatever you want to call it.
Billy.
Billy. I don't know. So, we appreciate everybody here. Everybody is appreciated. This is a good community. Everybody helps everybody else. And so we're real happy to be a part of it.
I'm gonna start my own community. It's gonna be called the Fiddling Fart.
Not yet. She doesn't know that he's Mr. Cartman too, but I'm sure she'll figure it out. I'm sure she'll get a good laugh out of that. Yes, he loves wheelbarrow rides. He is the strangest goat we've ever had. He jumps right in. He prefers when it's like pretty full of hay, but he'll jump in if it's empty too. He doesn't care. I never saw a goat that liked to ride around in wheelbarrow.
I'm gonna start my own community called the Fiddling Farting Farmers.
You're a weirdo.
I am a weirdo.
Yes, you are. Oh, let's see what else is going on. Just trying to clean the freezer. I saved all the extra vegetables and juices from the roast I made last night, and I'm going to put that into another crock pot full of venison stew. So we'll have that going on. Probably do that tomorrow.
Filtered fire starters for anyone who needs them.
And what else do we got?
Huh?
Oh, sometime this week we'll be having tacos.
And we're starting bee colony.
We'll be doing honey this year. We'll be starting up a bee colony, so I can't wait for that.
I'm going to try to get a couple more people involved so that I can have a bigger hive.
We'd like to. We'd like to share in the hive activities so that we can have more bees and more hives.
I gotta find one or two more partners.
Well, I think Jamie wanted to do it, didn't he?
Maybe. I gotta check with people. A couple people told me they wanted in on it, so.
Oh, there you go. That'll be a big help.
I will have to wait and see who still wants in on it.
Okay, were you able to fix the little bend in there? You know, it helps if, like, when you're talking on the phone and it's plugged in, you don't pull it away from the wall when you're doing it. What?
I usually fix almost everything, right?
I know you do.
Okay.
I had no doubt you would.
Well, let's fix then.
Dude, every time I go down there, there's like
a new catastrophe.
Not just a new catastrophe, but every time I look at the plugs on like the fan, the space heater, everything, you know how there's like two things on a plug? Hers are always like bent like this, like, you know, pulled half out of the wall. That freaks me out. You know, it's pretty tough to bend those things. Be careful. That thing is all fucked up.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, that's an old wire. It was brand fucking new when I gave it to her. That's my old phone. And it was in super condition. Now it looks like it's all chewed up.
This looks like it was pulled through someone's butthole.
It was probably rolled over by that goddamn wheelchair a million times. You know, the wheelchair she don't need?
Yeah.
That one. Yeah. Never met anybody in my life that wanted to atrophy in a wheelchair. But you know how it is. You cannot make people do what's best for them. You just can't. Oh, America has, I don't know, we're used to the power source here, but, you know, the 110 and the 220. But, you know, there's a way that you plug them into the wall and then you're careful with them. You don't, like, you know, pull them around a corner so that the plug things bend, you know, or, you know, drive over the cord a million times so you cut the wires, you know. So, yeah, Europe and other countries have like different, you need like adapters when you travel.
We have them.
We do?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't even travel, so.
I know, but we still have them.
That's the thing. I didn't realize how hermetized we are until this whole thing started, you know, this
shelter in place.
Yeah, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
To figure that we were already sheltered.
To figure that we were already so sheltered that we don't go anywhere. It was funny. But yeah, I went to the grocery store today and there was still a lot of people wearing masks and everybody was looking at me funny because I don't wear a mask. I have asthma pretty bad, and when I put a mask on, I feel like I cannot get enough air. So, you know, but anyway, you know, hey, I'm polite. I maintain a distance. You know, I mean, if it freaks people out to be that close, whatever. You know, so. But I think what they were looking at was my shirt, because I wore my "I'm a bitch, what's your excuse" shirt today. So
With all the goat shit, animal shit I walk in, I am immune.
We have to be immune. I was speaking with someone from the medical community a while ago, and they were kind of under the impression that that flu that went around like last November, December, that was really hard to get rid of. That may have been part of this thing. So, and we had that already. So, I don't know. I mean, I have lupus and everything, and I don't feel sick. I mean, I haven't I haven't gone to any raves lately, or went around slabbering on everyone, but I feel fine. So, if I cough, it's because I smoke too much, and yeah. So,
Yeah, COPD.
yep, that's exactly it, Lady Di. That's what I had. We both were sick. Like right around November, we got sick, and we couldn't get rid of it. It was like it was pretty bad,
Tag.
but we got over it.
You just had Lady Guys in there?
I think so.
If you see her, ask her if she ever got her penises.
Did you ever get your penises, Lady Di? Yeah, what a price gouge. $5 a mask? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm not paying that. I'm not wearing one. So, medical exemption. Hey, if everybody else is wearing one, why do I need to wear one? Like, everybody else, pretty much in larger areas wears them. So, if I'm the only one not wearing one, how is that harmful? I'm not coughing. I'm not sick. I don't know. I'm still a little confused by this whole thing, Ooh, look at that. There's my little pup. I always like clip everything up. No, I have not cut my bangs yet. I'm growing them out for sure.
And we're gonna dye your hair.
And we're gonna dye my hair soon because I'm getting a little gray in front again, and it's bugging me. So, what else is going on? Let's see. We still have some roses in bloom. Just the continuous ones. Most of the early ones are done. I think daylilies should be coming next, but I haven't seen any in bloom. Just basically the leaves. They might be just a little bit later. The alliums are in seed. They look kind of cool like that. I don't know. There's not a whole. The smoke tree, it looks like it might be blooming. With all the little puffs, But there's not a whole lot out there except for like wildflowers and seed heads from grasses and things. Clover, alfalfa, that kind of stuff is in bloom. But yeah, we got some hay put up. I'm not real thrilled though. Some of it got rained on before, so I mean it was dry when it was baled, but still that's considered rain hay. And yeah, I know it's going for goats, but still not really what I want.
Tomorrow I have to go get that stuff from the farm store too.
Yes, I'm gonna need some kosher salt to throw in between the layers, and we're gonna need some mineral salt for the goats.
Yeah.
We're gonna need a salt block to chop apart for the inner goats.
Yeah.
We're gonna need some bird feed, and
then I have to do a grain run to get corn.
we need more corn fines. We might as well get them while the price is pretty low,
Yep.
And I got to go sprinkle some diatomaceous earth in my corn bin because I noticed a few beetles in there, and I don't want them eating up my corn. So, yeah, it was. I haven't worn a mask yet, and I'm not going to. I medically cannot. So, It was a bad flu. But it was just, it was it was like a chest cold we couldn't get rid of, you know. It just hung in there and hung in there and hung in there. And the only way we really were able to get rid of it was colloidal silver and this homemade cough medicine that he makes out of organic lemons, local honey, garlic, turmeric, thieves oil, clove oil, and a bunch of other shit. And you take a swig out of that jar every day, and whew, once you can get past the chunky garlic and the lemon, it works. It actually works. So, yeah, after a while we started feeling better. And since we don't go anywhere, you know. Oh, my back is starting to hurt, man. And weed, absolutely, man. Gotta have that. Actually, cannabis helps to dilate the capillaries in your lungs, I believe. I know it helps me to feel better when I'm having issues, so, you know. Well, Rode was told once that he had to wear a mask, and he literally told them to fuck off, and they left him alone. So, you know, it's a suggestion, a rule, not a law, you know. So, yeah, nobody's sticking a swab up both my nostrils and poking the backs of my eyes. It ain't happening. It's just not gonna happen. So, but yeah, you know, don't need. I don't know. I mean, well, I don't plan on flying anywhere, so. Yeah, the answer is hell no. You know, I'm just not. I'm not sick. I don't need to be treated like a sick person. You know, and it's not that you're treating you like a sick person. It's that they're treating you like a fucking peon that they own. You know, they're treating you like a piece of property that you know, you have to do these things. No, I don't. You know, I'm an adult. You know, I live in what I thought was a free country with the Constitution. So, no, I don't have to do those things. You know, and like I say, you know, we're pretty hermetized right now, so not really going to bother me any. You know, I'm just glad I don't live in a city. I'm just really fucking glad because it'll probably not go over real well. What up, Tommy Brown?
Pretty soon they're gonna have the 1-800 rat line. Turn in your neighbors for not wearing.
Oh yeah, kind of like the dare thing. Turn in your parents for smoking pot. Ooh, yeah, just what everybody wants to do, right? Yeah, I'll turn my parents in. The fuck. I wouldn't turn in somebody I didn't like. Why would I turn in somebody I care about? You know what I mean? That doesn't make any sense. Rats, man. No, that's the problem. You can't fix stupid, you know? Look, I don't care if somebody else wants to wear a full hazmat suit, you know, with a gas mask and the whole nine, more power to them. If that makes them feel more secure, more power to them. But I kind of resent the fact, you know, that so many people are willing to give up not only their rights and freedoms, but mine as well, you know, for this false sense of security they're getting. They're not getting nothing is more secure. They're not getting anything, but nothing's better. You know, it's really sad. No, I'm not going to comply, man. I'm sorry. I'm a nonconformist. Get over it, right? You know, everybody else is walking that way. I'm walking that way. Get out of my way. You know, call me the black sheep of the family, but I am not going with the herd. Just not. The only herd I want to go with is my goats. I don't know. So, nope, it ain't happening. You know, and then, like, could never possibly ever be anything nefarious going on behind the scenes. Nothing ever. No, everything is black and white, cut and dried in your face, and that's the way it is. You know, talk about thinking small, you know. You always got to step back and take a bigger look because, you know, there are more components to things than a lot of people realize, you know. So, I don't know. Yeah, well, I'm going to rock that boat, and I am not going to stay in my lane. If you don't like it, move over to the right lane. That's for the slow. Right? Yeah, nobody owns me, man. Slavery's been outlawed. Sorry. So. We don't bathe our animals that often. We brush the dog, but I don't bathe her very often. She doesn't go anywhere. She goes out to potty and comes right back in and holds the bed down. So basically, the oils in her coat, she needs that.
That dog needs to smell like a goat, not like a dog.
Well, the outside dog needs to smell like a goat. I'm not bathing her, you know. But yeah, you know, yeah, animals don't need to be bathed as often as people bathe them, you know. People treat animals like people, and they're not little people. They're fucking animals, you know. So, you know, you have to do what's best for them. Not what you know, not what I don't know. You know, it's just some of the shit I read and oh, speaking of, check this out, and I'm sure some of you guys have seen this, but it's on Tubi, it's on Pluto, and I'm sure they're showing it elsewhere. There is a pharmaceutical corporation out there called Amarin, I think it is. They make statins, okay? So, anyway, this commercial, like, mentions, like, you know, fish oil and niacin and other things, you know, other more holistic things that people use to help with things like blood pressure and cholesterol and, you know, issues basically, right? And they're saying, oh, 0 of those things are approved by the FDA. Think about that, you know? Well, of course, they don't have to be approved by the FDA. You know, they're natural. Doesn't it kind of make sense that if you need to be approved by the FDA, maybe there might be something wrong? You know, and then we go right back into that whole, isn't it funny how the Food and Drug Administrations are together in one thing? Yeah, I think so, but that's me. But yeah, you know, this, you know, and the funny thing is when you read the bottom of the commercial, you know, the fine print is like a disclaimer that says that their products don't help that much, basically, and have side effects. You know, they want to blow holistic shit out of the water, and yet, you know, they tell you right there, oh, yeah, our products suck. Okay. I don't know. I have never taken a dog anywhere to have it groomed. I've never had to. I just don't see a point, honestly, to spend money on something like that. If I've ever had to bathe a dog, it's basically because they have either rolled in something or they've been skunked. And tomato juice doesn't work. Vinegar doesn't work. Clear ammonia for a bad skunk spray. That's what works. But for fleas, we use Joy dishwashing liquid. Makes the fleas jump right off and go right down the drain. So, Yeah, see, I just can't see spending money like that on, you know. It's not that I don't love my dog. It's just an unnecessary expense, you know. Dog spas. Give me a break. I guess if you have too much money to spend, you know. I don't know. I sure don't have it. You know, we're talking garden hose and a little bit of shampoo or dish soap. And that's if the dog is filthy. Most animals clean themselves, you know. And as long as we keep them brushed and keep their nails clipped, you know, wipe their eyes, you know, that kind of thing. Give them their boosters, feed them well, they should be just fine. Our dog gets a lot of broken eggs and stuff, so her coat looks nice. And I add Mahaden fish meal to her feed, which helps give her a little extra protein shot there. It's almost time to clear the barn out and put all those other goats outside with the rest of them. Well, you know, if you're going to run the Iditarod, I can understand putting boots on your dog. And normally they put like leather boots on them or rubber boots, and they have like little holes where their nails stick out so they can still grip. But that's just to keep the ice off their feet, you know, off their pads. But, you know, around here, we don't get that much snow. Dog has no need for a sweater, no need for boots. And goats certainly do not need pajamas. I'm sorry, but that is the most ridiculous thing I have ever seen. Or chicken clothes. Really? Yeah, nothing like putting clothing on the chicken so the mites stay on the chicken, you know, so the bird can't dust itself. Yeah, I don't dress animals either. I remember once when I was a little kid, I was probably 3 or 4, my mom had this striped cat, right? And at the time, it was a cat that I was not allergic to, because I'm allergic to a lot of cats, but I was not allergic to this cat. And I used to put my doll clothes on it and force it to sit in this little doll buggy, and I would, like, you know, like roll it around. And I know that cat fucking hated it, right? So one day I like opened my toy box and there's like cat shit in my toy box. Well, now I know why. Cat was getting back at me. Don't fucking dress me up in doll clothes. I ain't a doll. I don't want to ride in that damn buggy, right? So that was my bad, man. That was my bad. But yeah, we've got an overage of cats, man. So I don't know. I think we're gonna have to do yeah, we're gonna have to do a little bit of elimination. I don't want to, but you know what? If I don't, disease is gonna set in and we're gonna have issues. And we're gonna lose cats that we don't want to lose. You know, I want to keep my good mousers. I want to keep that bloodline going. I just don't need 30 cats. So
And we don't need cats.
we may have to do a little bit of. Well, that's what I said. Disease will set in. When overpopulation happens, that is what happens.
Yeah,
Disease
that's a
sets
terrible
in.
death.
It's a horrible death. You know, I wouldn't wish it on any animal. So, you know, some population management, you know, some stewardship is in order. You know, I mean, it's the same thing, you know, as managing populations of anything else, whether it's raccoons, possums, skunks, deer, whatever, you know. So the bow flock girls are outperforming. Where are we? Outperforming the reds.
Yay, barred rocks.
Ketamine and let road neuter the males. Yeah, you know how hard it is to get ketamine? It used to be really easy to get ketamine. We, man.
Hook me up with ketamine and I'll neuter all the males.
basically what we used to do is make a really nice cocktail for surgery out of
I can't
ketamine and
get
ace
ketamine
promazine, and we
anymore.
can't get it anymore. You know, people abuse it, and so now the vets won't hand it out. You have to go in and have surgery done, and I can't afford that.
My vet won't give me ketamine or Winstrel V anymore.
Yeah, we can't get half the shit we used to be able to get. Use shit, and then it goes bad for everybody else.
And at the end of 2020, they're no longer going to allow you to have dexamethasone.
Well, we better stock up on Dex then, because that comes in major handy.
Yep.
Yeah, we always keep dexamethasone, ace promazine, all kinds of shit, man, in the vet kit. You got to. You know, when you're on a farm, you got to have that shit, man. You never know when, and I mean, getting a big animal vet out with a truck, when emergencies happen, you got to be prepared.
$200.
So, and it's not just the cost, but, it's getting them out there in time and to save an animal. So, but yeah, I mean, oh, yeah, it's just a shame that some people ruin it for everybody else. We used to be able to get Combiotic, which was broad spectrum antibiotic. Can't get that anymore. Can't get ketamine anymore. Can't get Winstrel V anymore. Can't get any of the things that we used to use for veterinary.
Oh, you should be able to buy Epigen too.
Yeah, Epigen, can't get that anymore. I mean, there's just a lot of things you can't get.
Fucking sports heroes are using it.
Because everybody abuses things, everybody misuses it, and then boom. I don't know, our laws are fucked, man, If we decriminalized all this shit, that would help to eliminate the black market, right? And instead of putting the funding into arrests and all this other shit, put that funding into education and rehab for those that really want it. Give clean needles to people. You're not going to stop people from using, so you might as well just help them to do it safely and help them if they want to get off whatever it is, right?
People who want to just get high and get stoned, let them. Their body.
Yeah, I don't get it. Well, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of club drugs out there, and, some are okay. Some have absolutely practical uses, like,
use all the drugs
MDMA, man. That's got, Molly's got totally practical use in treating PTSD, grief, all kinds of shit.
Use all the drugs as long as you don't do it in a criminal way. I don't care.
Yeah, as long as you're not pushing them on kids. If you're an adult, it should be your prerogative if you want to shoot heroin or snort coke or, whatever,
Snort Clorox, bleach, type.
Yeah, you want to huff paint, go ahead. As long as you're not pushing it on a kid or doing it where, I don't know, I mean, you look at the way some other countries like Denmark, for instance, treat their drug abusers, I mean, it's not an issue. If things are not forbidden, then people don't have this burning need to find out what the big deal is all about to begin with. So, in other countries, they don't have, as big a problem as we have here, and then, on top of that, we've got a government that's involved in all that shit, trying to get rid of certain minority populations, Oh, yeah, let's introduce crack cocaine into the black neighborhoods. Yeah, great. Fuck, and that's our own CIA. Iran-Contra, anyone? You got a low battery warning.
On what?
On your phone here.
How can it be a low battery already?
I don't know. Maybe it's sucking the battery on this thing right now. Did you charge it for 24 hours the first time?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know what to tell you.
Maybe I got a shitty cable or something.
Yeah, the cable might be loose, or maybe the little thingy's loose or something. I don't know.
Here, I'll hook.
Smoke. And my coffee. I'm getting cotton mouth over here.
Are you smoking that marijuana?
tell you, I totally missed blabbering away at you guys. I totally missed venting about all the world's problems, you know?
There, I think you're plugged in. I think you're
I got-
pretty good.
I got one group of friends that are, they're good ladies. Let me tell you, they're very decent people. But there are a few of them that are just so, how can I put it? So far left that, I don't know, you know? This is the group where one of the girls said, you know, no, I would never own a gun. And I said, well, how would you defend yourself if somebody were hurting your family? Oh, I wouldn't want a gun. And you would just let somebody kill your children and you wouldn't pick up a gun. No, absolutely not. Something wrong with that. I'm sorry, but nobody's going to hurt my kids or grandkids, man. Not if I have anything to do with it, you know? So I don't understand that. You know, that just doesn't make any sense to me. You know, but these are the people that just, you know, they don't see anything nefarious going on. They buy right into what they're fed, you know, and I just don't get it. Hash with hag, yeah. Well, that's what I mean, you know, Kimmy. It's like, you know, what are you going to do? Just stand there while somebody rapes your 14-year-old? No, hell no, man. I'm going to kill him. You know, I'll worry about the body later. You know, I'm saving my kid. That's just priority one. You know, and I just don't get that, you know? I mean, if you don't feel comfortable around guns, that's one thing. That's fine, you know? And if you live in an area where the cops are right around the corner and they can help you, that's something else. We don't live in a place like that. I call the cops. It might be 20 minutes or an hour before they get here. What am I going to do? Oh, hang on, Mr. Robber or Mr. Rapist. Can we wait a little bit? The police are 45 minutes away. So,
I've never called the cops
you
in
know,
my life, and I'm never gonna.
yeah, we've never called the cops for anything, you know. We shouldn't have to. We can handle anything pretty much ourselves. Call the fire department, but I think that's a little different. You know, our garden hose wasn't putting out enough pressure and the house was burning. So, you know, that became necessary. But, you know, yeah, or learn how to handle a knife or, you know, I mean, yeah, and that's another thing. Today, with the way the police are, how do you know you're going to get somebody that ain't going to think you're the one that needs to be shot, you know? So, yeah, I'm not having that, man. Well, I don't carry, unless it's like in the evening and I'm venturing further than the barn. But I do that because of coy dogs. Um, we don't, we, we leave the keys in our cars. We don't lock our doors. Hell, I don't even think a key exists for the house, you know? But that's how far out we live, you know? Yeah, pretty much what Rhodes said. If you come in our house at night, you get what you deserve. You know, you asked for it, and you're getting it strong, and she ain't letting go. And she'll give me enough time to get up, make a cup of coffee, light a cigarette, and decide what we're going to do about all the blood. So, but, you know, still, you know, I just can't leave my safety or the safety of my, kill somebody with your bare hands if you have the skill, you know? So I'm not really worried about that. I can pick up anything in here and hurt somebody quite badly. So I still want that Lady Smith, man. Not the shiny chromed one, but the blued one. I really want that. Someday, man. Someday I'm gonna get me one. I went and tried one out at a gun shop once, man, and I just loved the weight, the balance, the way it fit in my small hand. It was great. 357, that's good stopping power right there. So, you know, it's not too much and it's not too little, you know. So, well, yeah, that's true, and that's why we have those two. You know, you got to have a gun to meet a gun, you know, but on the other hand, you know, it's pretty hard to hit a moving target, and most handgun play takes place 15 feet or less, so, you know. Yeah, exactly. Why would I want to live somewhere where I couldn't leave my windows open, or I was afraid to sit on my front porch at night, or, you know what I mean? I just, you know, and then dogs. I mean, we've always had protection dogs, you know. So, dogs are first line of defense. If you can get past that, you have to deal with us. So, yep, dogs are great, man. And I don't want a dog that just barks either. Fuck that. I want a quiet dog. I want a dog that, you know, will growl and give somebody a warning, and then, you know, if the warning isn't heeded, we're talking attack. And they ain't letting go.
I'm leaving this for you, okay?
They're gonna go for a.
I got some stuff I gotta.
Go right ahead.
Huh?
Yeah, exactly. You know.
You know how to end and everything, right?
I think so.
Okay.
Show me anyway, just to be safe. It's one of these. Don't touch it, but just tell me.
I don't remember.
I'll figure it out. Can't be that hard.
Yeah, when you're done, it's like you like press something like here or something.
I'll figure it out. Don't
Hang on.
Okay.
It just kicked up low battery again, which means I might not be plugged in properly.
Or that might not be on. That's why I don't like that case over it.
I gotta make the feed and stuff. I'll be back later.
Alrighty.
No, see the arrow right here showing down?
Yes.
That means it's charging.
Okay. Yeah, we have.
Yeah, ours is too.
That's the deal around here. That's the law. Is you have to post that. So
Ours is posted, no problem.
we have it posted everywhere. No trespassing. You know, so that's the warning. Plus, there are 2 fences around pretty much everything here. So, you know, there's an outer fence and then there's an inner fence. So, you know, that's why I like shotguns, because you can load them with whatever you want.
Okay.
Crushed glass is awesome. Ammo's very expensive.
Can't hurt shit.
Now, there are dogs downstairs that bark. That's the warning right there.
I'll be back later, babe.
All right. Yeah, good to see you too, Wobbly. I'm thrilled we're back, man. I have missed these little talks. I really have. You know, it's really good to see you guys. Well, and that's the thing, you know, you x-ray it or whatever, and it's really hard to tell where all those pieces are, right? So, yeah, we missed you guys too, man. But, yeah, you know, I mean, and like with a shotgun or even a 22 rifle, you know, I mean, you can get any size load you want, or with a shotgun, you can load them with whatever the hell you want. So, yeah. You know, we can put in pretty much anything. Story a long time ago, lived on a dairy farm, right? And like every weekend, we'd have a whole group of people come over to skeet shoot. And we reloaded ourselves. We would wait till like Farm and Fleet had a sale on Federals, and we would go pick up cases and cases of Federals, right? And then you reload them 3 or 4 times until the top gets a little wonky, and then you pitch them out and start over. So anyway, We had this one dude. He would come out every weekend and he would be like, dude, you got a shotgun I can borrow? And we'd be like, yeah, there's an extra one. Here you go. And then he'd be like, oh, do you have any shells I could use? And he always pulled this, man, always. So one time before he came, we knew he was going to do this. So we loaded up like 3 boxes of shells with cream of wheat and like, I don't know, 1, 2, or 3 little pellets of birdshot, right? So he's out there shooting and he's like, I'm backing him up, and I'm killing him. And he's like, damn, I know I'm aiming good. I can't hit nothing today. And we're all laughing and laughing. It was great. So you can have a lot of fun with that shit. So I don't know. I'm kind of partial to Marlin 22 rifles, honestly. I don't even care if it's I don't care if it's a single shot. I don't care if it's a lever action. I don't care. I like Marlins. Marlins are right on the money every time, man. In a shotgun, Remington or Ithaca, preferably Ithaca. It's just a personal preference. We had a little shotgun, or not shotgun, a little 22 single shot that was sawed off. And it was still legal, but it was pretty short. And I used to use that for interior rat hunting when we lived in the old house. And the old house was, oh my God, the main structure was built in like the 18 something. It was an old farmhouse and it was drafty and there were additions that were just not put on properly. And the thing had holes in it everywhere and rats would get in winter, right? Field rats. And so they would steal the dog's food. So I would lay in bed and by the light of the television, I would put the dog's little metal bowl of food over by the closet and I would just sit there with the little 22 with squirrel shot in it and wait. And every time a little head would pop over the top of that little bowl, blam, and I would come out with a big old rat. So yeah, I actually hunted inside the house, and the squirrel shot barely even left a mark on the drywall. So yep, Remington 870. Well, and you can change barrels out and stuff. I mean, it's a pretty versatile gun. I think that's why I like shotguns. It's for the versatility. And like, for a pistol, I like a 22 pistol for, up close and personal, but you know, I'm not really that big into handguns, honestly. You know, just don't really have a big use for them. We have more of a use for hunting equipment. So, got to fill that freezer every year. We actually have a matched set of Irma X cams. They're old German made guns and they're very, very nice, very accurate. I can't order stocks anywhere, so we had to have a buddy of ours carve us some really nice stocks out of rosewood, I think it is. I had a 380, a Colt 380, and a Colt Mustang. That thing was a piece of shit. Jammed every third shell or so. I sold it. Yeah, 410s are all right. I don't know. They just don't have like they just don't reach out and touch. Like I don't know. I don't know. I like guns that are have multi uses, and a shotgun is a 12 gauge definitely has multi uses. Um, we keep the handguns around for like dispatching animals if we have to. Um, You know, a 22 to the brainstem is a pretty good way to instant kill something without a lot of mess. I believe it's also the preferred weapon of the, or tool, I should say, of the mafia. Up close and personal, like I said. You know, shoot somebody in the head and rattle around in there and make cottage cheese out of the brain, but I don't know. They're pretty nice, you know. They're pretty nice little pistols. But we don't use them that often. You know, we have a what the hell's the other one? I think it's a 44. But we don't really, you know, I mean, we target shoot with it, but we don't really have that big of a use for it. You know, not out here. We use a crossbow quite often to bring home the venison. We gave the compound bows to our son. Road has trouble pulling it back. We're getting up there, man, you know. And what with past injury and stuff, a lot of things that we used to be able to do are just, it's hard to do them now, so, you know. Well, my squash are growing really good. I'm real happy about that. I planted more squash where the chicken tractor was a couple years ago, and they're doing really well. And onions are doing good. Garlic is doing spectacular. The rhubarb caught, so probably by next year we should be able to pick some of that. What was I going to say about rhubarb? Oh, yeah. Mrs. Tommy Brown makes some awesome cake with rhubarb. So thank you for that. That was good, man. I'm going to have to figure that one out when it's time for us to pick. That was nice. Thank you. Yeah, so I guess we're going to get into beekeeping this year, hopefully. So we'll find out how that's going to go. We still have more equipment to buy. And we still have to get the bees, but we've got the hive. So that's a start, right? The dynamic duo are outside building a fence, finishing up a fence. They're cutting my inner yard in half so that each side will have a shelter and each side will have a little pasture area to eat. And I will be able to separate out my males for meat, or I will be able to more easily integrate, you know, goats from the barn. So they'll just be on opposite sides of the fence for a little while, and then we'll open the gate and let them kind of cruise back and forth. It's really hard to integrate goats back into the herd once they've been out for a little while. And Nancy and Kaylee and Brownie and her daughters have been out of the herd for a little bit, and I don't want to put them back with the big herd and have them get beat up. So we'll probably put them all behind that and let them kind of just, you know, hang on the other side of the fence from Peanut and them, and they'll get used to each other again, and then we'll be able to open the gate and, you know, leave them all in there, and it'll be better that way. So damn, I'm way behind here. So hey, there's Nightbot. I shall return in 1 second here. Having a little issue. There we go. This humidity is killing me. I gotta tell you, this humidity is just horrid. Oh, good. We have a full thing of coffee here. Yeah. All right. So, oh, hot coffee. There we go. So lately, on Pluto, I've been watching these home channels about the tiny house movement and more nomadic living and shit. And I'm telling you, man, there's a lot to be said for getting rid of a lot of the material shit you own and paring down and having more time to spend with yourself, and your family, and not have to worry so much about money. Some of the storage innovations I've seen have been really cool. And I've also been watching this thing about extreme homes and some of the furniture designs and shit they make, and some of the reused items, repurposed items. Totally killer. Today I saw a thing where this guy took like street signs and road signs and made them into furniture. And he actually tiled his bathroom floor with bits and pieces of street signs that he's collected. And he tried to pick like parts of the word that looked really cool. And it was very interesting. I thought it was pretty cool. So the 38 special is pretty good, I hear. I've never owned one of those. I've shot a lot of guns, but I've never actually owned a lot of the different ones. I mean, I've shot everything from a BB gun up to and including a 50 cal. Shot a machine gun once. That was pretty interesting. Not really. I don't really care for it too much. I don't know. It just kind of. I mean, it would be good for mowing down a lot of people, but for accuracy, not really something I would probably want. I think we have a 25-06, but that one is being used by somebody else at the moment, so can't hunt with it here anyway. So, but 12 gauge and slugs do the trick. So, black powder. I've shot black powder. That's kind of fun, but again, the accuracy is just not there. I mean, it's fun. I don't know. I still got my eye on that Lady Smith. Still got my eye on it. One of these days. I'll have to keep saving goat money. I'd like to get one before we can't get them anymore, right? Because someday that'll probably come. I don't know. I never thought I'd live to see the day when a lot of this shit was going on, I was kind of, for a while there, I thought pot would never get, be legalized anywhere. And that's starting, so that's a good thing. But, the way shit's going out there, I don't know. We live in strange times. Strange times. Yes, I do, Watertron. I have small hands. Oh, man. So what's happening out there? Well, Autotron, if you got bread, and if you don't, I have some, but I've got egg salad, and I've got a lot of it. So I figured what I would do is bring out a bowl of it, so you could make sandwiches whenever you feel like it, and you don't have to eat on our schedule. So I'll be doing that in a while. Oh, man. I see my son-in-law just completed a drive with an average speed of 72 miles an hour. A shindig. All right. Well, I got a big bowl of egg salad, so I figure we'll have that for dinner tonight, and then tomorrow, I'm gonna make some venison stew using the leftovers from the roast. And after that, I've got some other stuff. I've got kielbasa and potatoes. I'll do that with onions, and that'll be one of these days. And then what else did I get? Oh, we're gonna have tacos. I got all the fixings for that, and I got a bunch of stuff, man. I've got a ton of stuff we can make. I did a pretty decent grocery shop today, so should be able to come up with a whole bunch of meals. I will bring it out as soon as I end the stream here. Yeah, I was just checking out some of these on these home shows, how expensive San Francisco is to live in. Oh my God, I can't believe what they want for like a 200 square foot apartment, like a condo. That's like 200 square foot is a tiny house. And the prices are just unfucking real. So, man, I don't know how people live there. I really don't. That's crazy. You know, I don't know. I guess New York is no better though. You know, a lot of these places are just super expensive. You know, and the weird thing is, a lot of these countries that have remained open don't really have high death tolls. So, you know, and they didn't shelter in place. So, what's up with that? You know, and see, this is the thing. I mean, a lot of those smaller businesses, if they weren't essential, they might not even be there anymore. This whole thing messed up a lot of people. You know, and I really, I don't get that. I mean, think about that, okay? If you're part of that 1% of the 1%, and you know you're watching all of these, you know, you're okay with like the middle class going down the tubes, that's your bread and butter. How do you allow that to like, you know, money goes up, money is sucked upward, so what the fuck, you know? They're you know, they're shooting themselves in the foot, you know. So I don't really get it. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe somebody can clue me in on that. You know, and then like when the pandemic thing didn't work and the killer bee thing didn't work, well, let's start a race war, right? I don't know. Anonymous has been popped up lately, and they're pretty pissed, and they're watching what's going on, and I think they have some plans. I don't know what they are, but so yeah. Well, see, this is you know, even if our votes don't count everywhere, this is one of the things we do have. We have purchasing power. God damn it! Kill that fucking ant. I got ants up here. God damn it! You motherfucker! Die! 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 I'm gonna kill it. I got it. I got it. All right, it's dead. Yay! Come on, you little bastard. There we go. Okay. All right, I killed an ant. We're good. I'm an ant murderer. That's what I am. That little fucker ran fast too. Yeah, this whole marketing thing, man. Jesus. You know, and that's the thing. If they kill off all these businesses, or do they just do something and never think about the conclusion? You know, who are they going to market to? You know, if you don't have any money, you can't buy anything. So, I don't know. I don't get it. You know, I'm kind of at a loss there. Hey, Amish, what's happening? Yeah, that's it. They want everybody in debt, right? We have these little black ants, and they respond okay to the diatomaceous earth, but I noticed that they're back again, so we're going to have to read a little bit of it away. But yeah, you know, that's another thing, man. You know, everybody, oh, you know, we won't hire you unless you have a college education, but who the fuck can afford college? Jesus. You know, and then you're in debt for the rest of your life. Screw that. I don't know. We do a lot of business through barter and trade and that kind of thing. We're making a trade for El Jefe. We're going to get a ton of local honey for El Jefe and one of the girls. So we'll see. Going to get a few $100 worth of honey. So market price on goats is really good right now, but I still don't want to burn anybody and overcharge them. You know what I mean? Especially a friend. I can't do that. I just can't do that. We do not go full price for, you know, people we know. That's just not cool. You know? But that's why we're not millionaires, you know? You know, I mean, I talk to people that breed dogs, you know, and they're like, it's not about the money, it's about making a better dog. You know? It's not about how many puppies you can pump out and throw out into the public. It's about actually making a genetically good dog. You know? So yeah, sometimes we broke even, sometimes we lost money, but in the end, all you got your reputation, you know? So do it right. Baby powder. Yeah, forget baby powder. Cornstarch, man. That's what we always used, cornstarch. Oh, that's cool. Got a federal student loan refund from like over 10 years ago. Wow. A refund, huh? That's interesting. Road is outside. I'm inside right now. He's outside doing, I don't know, whatever Road does outside. And I am inside, standing at the kitchen sink, drinking coffee and talking to you guys. Oh, well, the last of the good smelling roses is just about on its way out. I have one, I can't remember the name of it. It's a French variety, and it's right outside the garage door. It's a light pink double, and it smells absolutely fantastic. It is like the most wonderful perfume you could ever smell. And I don't know, I have yet to run across a rose scent that, you know, where they actually capture that true essence, you know. But, oh, interestingly enough, I found my patchouli today. Yay! I get to smell like a hippie again. Road hates it. I love it. What's the matter, Rosie? Yeah, I fed you today. You got food. You gonna hide it so the cat don't get it? Okay, I see. She always tries to put something over her dish so the cat can't find it. Like the cat wants her food, right? My hair's coming out. Starting to get flyaways. That's this weather, man. This humidity. It's killer. All right. Well, Lady Di, have a good one. Anybody leaving? Have a good one. Baby Breath Pearl Rose. No, it is a damask is the name of the rose. And I believe we got it from Heirloom Roses, which are own root roses, which grow really well here. We're like zone 5B, and I think they're rated to zone 4 maybe. So, our peonies are like gone. Mine's over with. But it was really, really nice when it was open. I've got one good peony bush. It's just like a single pink. I think we showed it to you guys. It's really gorgeous when it's all in bloom. And then I have a couple of peony trees. One blooms yellow, and one is I think it's like a pinky red. I had a few more, but I don't think they made it. We kind of let shit kind of overgrow out there. The trumpet vines have not bloomed yet. Those come in a little bit later, so those will be real pretty. Well, the bees are good though, you know. I mean, you need pollinators, so you know that's what helps to make honey, man. So, you know, yeah, bees are excellent. We need bees. Bees, butterflies, all those little flying things, even birds, they all help to pollinate things. It's one of the reasons we've allowed like a lot of the grassy area that we had to go back to native. Yeah, you don't bother them, they won't bother you. That's the way I treat bees. I just kind of, you know, leave them alone and they leave me alone. And we have all kinds of wasps. We have borer bees. We have mud daubers. We have all kinds of bees. We have ground bees. We have all kinds of shit around here. And if you don't bug them, they leave you alone. So I just kind of leave them alone. I'm waiting for the praying mantis to get a little bit bigger so they can start earning their keep. Yeah, I haven't really been bothered by anything yet this year. I found a couple of ticks. Haven't found any fleas. And I noticed on some of the cats, what I thought were ticks are not ticks. They're like little green burrs. And some of the cats just aren't that great about pulling them off. They don't care, you know. So That's what some of those little bumps are. Yeah, I mean, it depends. I'm not allergic to bees or anything, so it really doesn't bother me to have them around. But I know some people are allergic, so keep an EpiPen handy. Man, I'm getting a headache from lack of coffee. I think I'm like 2 cups behind. What do you want, Butley? Yeah, I know. You want to go out and chase cats. I get it. This dog plays me, man. She pushes my buttons. She acts like she's really got to go. She cries and whines and does circles. So I take her out. What do you think she does? She chases cats. She does it every time. And then she acts like, what? Oh, not a problem, Amish. We got you. You need coffee? I need a rib. I need a new spine. If you see one of them laying around, I'll take it. Oh, man. Yeah, earlier this season, I was having a lot of trouble with blistering and all that. And since Road treated me with that lavender oil and all the other oils that are mixed in with that, the blisters are gone and everything has faded. My face cleared up. I think I have one little thing left, and my back is cleared up, my shoulders, my arms, everything's gone. So it absolutely does work on all of the outer symptoms of lupus. So I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, I would like a new body, but I will take a spine if that's all I can get, because that's the worst part is the spine. Well, yeah, I guess it's the spine. Although all of my bones really hurt. 24 hours a day, 365. Like somebody is scraping the marrow out of your bones with a dull butter knife. Imagine how that would feel. And on top of that, different nerves everywhere just fire and throb whenever they feel like it. Could last a few seconds, could last a few hours. There's no rhyme or reason to that. So imagine that. And then add in a lot of daytime fatigue, nighttime insomnia, migraines, light sensitivity. What else? Oh, that's just part of it. But I am kind of immune to poison ivy. Not really immune, but it doesn't really bother me that much. As long as I put gloves on and stuff, I'm pretty good. Yeah, I notice I have to watch like my salt intake or my feet swell up a little bit. I've gotten better about that because I kind of watch what I'm intaking, but that's why, like, a lot of times my food, when I cook, it's pretty bland. Salt is for the table. Everybody can salt it themselves. But I don't usually add a lot of salt because I don't need that. Yeah, Road is super allergic to poison ivy, man. That shit, he looks at it sideways and it jumps on him. And he'll get it, he'll scratch and he'll get it like, he'll come in and he'll be like, man, it's on my nuts. Oh, man. And it's like, well, ivy dry is going to hurt if I spray it on there. So we got to come up with something else. And then he got that thistle seed or thistleweed salve from his buddy in Tennessee, and that shit actually works. So we're going to have to find out how to make that stuff or have him make another container of it for us because, yeah, Johnny, you need to, or whoever that was wanted some Vet Tech Kimmy or Johnny, I'm not sure. One of you guys, whoever wanted it, yeah, we'll have to send you a little bit. and have you check it out because it actually does work. But I mean, if I have to work with poison ivy, I definitely wear long sleeves and gloves if I know I'm going to be in it. And then when I come in, the first thing I do is wash everything down with Dawn dish soap, which cuts grease, so that helps a lot. And then I use like Listerine or rubbing alcohol to cut anything further. And then we put on that uh, thistleweed salve. So it's like that stuff is greasy, but man, does it work. Like within a day or two, it's all cleared up. I've never seen anything work so fast. It works better than Ivy Dry, and Ivy Dry works pretty good. I don't know. I'm still like I'm having problems believing that commercial from that pharmaceutical corporation. It's like, yeah, way to cut down holistic things, Just because it's not approved by the FDA, a lot of things can't be patented. They can't be approved by the FDA. They're naturally occurring. So, like what? Just because you can't profit from it, it's no good? The hell is that? We have plenty of apple cider vinegar. Right now, the dog is getting a daily dose of apple cider vinegar for her bladder infection. And it seems to be helping. But she sure don't like it. We're doing the old cheek pocket with a syringe, making her swallow it type deal, and she's not real happy. But she's been a trooper. She's been a trooper. She was having to pee every couple of hours, and then she started peeing on the floor, like dribbling little bits and stuff. And so I did a little bit of research, and it turns out she has a little bit of a bladder infection. So we're doing that, and then there's a couple other things I can try if this isn't helping, but it is. Cranberries, nothing with sugar in it though. Like cranberry treats for dogs without any kind of processed sugar. Or another thing is vitamin C. But I'm a little unsure of the dosage on that. I don't think you can OD on vitamin C, but I don't want to harm her. So we're going to stick with what we know. So, yep. Well, and that's the thing. There's a lot of things out there with 3 leaves, and if you don't know what you're looking at, or looking for, a lot of things could be mistaken for poison ivy, Oh, it's getting dark out there. Did you guys see that moon the other day? What was it, like several days ago, where it was like almost pink? Oh, that was so pretty. I wish the phone would take decent pictures of it, but couldn't get a good picture. My daughter got a pretty decent picture. It was gorgeous in between the clouds. But yeah, that was pretty wild, being like getting the tail end coming up from the south of that hurricane. Run from that direction. And the rain doesn't usually fall in sheets from the south. So that was kind of interesting. Hash with Hag. Yeah, not today. Not yet. I'll bet that would. That actually sounds kind of interesting. Hey, country boy, what's up? What is up, my peoples? I'm a little punchy. I'm tired. I got up at 2 o'clock this morning. Couldn't get back to sleep. Finally fell back to sleep, and then I get woken up by the dog. Or maybe it was the cat. I don't know. So I'm tired. I'm not even stoned. I'm just tired. I don't know what the weather's supposed to be tonight. Don't know what it's supposed to be tomorrow. I didn't look at the weather today. I probably should. We're kind of lucky. We have Doppler right in the area, not far away. So we usually get a pretty accurate weather reading around here. So what's happening out there in the big wide world? Aside from, let's see, everything. My daughter came down and visited, what was that, a weekend ago, maybe? Not last weekend, but the one before. Brought the grandkids down. Man, that was fun. We had a blast. They set up a tent with a nice air mattress and hung out for a few days and helped us get some shit done. That was nice, man. And yeah, I can't wait to have them come back down. I miss them when they're not here. I love when my daughter and her man and the 2 kids come to visit. That is awesome. My grandkids are great. They're the oldest one, 13. He's really shaping up to be quite a young gentleman. I'm really proud of him. Really proud of him. He's a sweetheart. Grandpa took him shooting. That was fun. He got a kick out of that. Grandpa taught him a bunch of shit. He wants to learn how to, he wants to learn like survival and stuff. So, yeah, Grandpa's teaching him all kinds of stuff, like how to skin animals, just all kinds of shit. He wants to get his hunter safety thing so he can come out hunting with them this coming fall. So that should be nice. Yeah, we've got 5 altogether, 5 grandkids, man, and they're all awesome, man. My granddaughter Abby she just graduated 8th grade this year. She'll be starting high school. God, I can't believe they're getting that old, man. Wow. Makes me feel my age. But yeah, she is one smart cookie, man. Her grades are absolutely phenomenal. And her brother Caleb, another one, good grades. And both of them, my daughter-in-law's sister, they have a pig farm, and they raise several different varieties of pigs, several different breeds, and they're show pigs. And every year they enter them in the fair, and get ribbons and all kinds of cool shit. And this year they canceled the fair, so they're pretty disappointed, And it's not just a disappointment for the kids, but that's like their livelihood, Yeah, pretty much. No, they raise show pigs, and I'm sure they sell them for yeah. So I feel really bad for that, I mean, they put all that work in, I guess they're still going to have the fireworks 4th of July, but I guess the county fairs are canceled. So I don't know. I don't know who they sell to. I have no idea whether they sell privately or to market, or I'm not really sure. I know they have a good sized pig farm though. They're pig nice. It's the kind of pork that I would eat. I would be all over that. That's a shame, man, because a lot of those people, they depend on those fairs for their livelihood, So You know, canceling all the county fairs, that's going to hurt a lot of people. I don't know. I don't get the whole bigger picture. You know, they're killing off all these. You know, nobody has a job anymore, practically, right? And yet they're still marketing everything, and they want us in debt. So what next step? They're going to bring back debtors prison? Is that the next step? I don't know. What do you think? You know, that really wouldn't go over. Yeah, basically anything fun. You know, concerts, anything that's where a crowd gathers, and that's what street fairs and all that shit is all about. County fairs and all that. Yeah, it's totally crippling our society. You know, I mean, how do they expect people to live, or don't they? You know, I don't know, man. You know, I step back and I look at the bigger picture, and I'm thinking, okay, there's something more to this. I just don't really know what it is. So maybe I can take a guess. And one of my guesses, and call me whatever, but it just seems to me, that I don't know, with climate change and all this shit, everything is rumbling a whole lot faster. Everything is collapsing a whole lot. They were told it was going to, but they didn't listen, right? Big oil and all that, right? So, now they're going, oh, fuck. The Pacific Ring of Fire is very active right now and getting more active. The weather patterns are crazy and getting worse, right? A lot of shit's happening that is pretty much out of their control. And I think what they're doing is they're thinking, oh, fuck, we let it go on a little bit too long. We fucked up. So now we have, what's our choice? Well, we got to knock back the population, and, sheltering everyone in place brought them a little bitty picture of what could be possible. And that is that some of the pollution around some of the major cities cleared up a little bit. So, there is something to be said for that. But, I think we can do it without losing all the normal people, So I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't put anything past anyone. Human nature is just, I don't know. I mean, the values that most of us hold, there's a segment of society that just doesn't have it. They just don't have those values. They don't care. So, would you put any of that, would you put depopulation past them? I don't know. I wouldn't. If they don't care about using slaves hardly anything, I don't know. Yeah, I'm really glad to live out in the middle of nowhere. I'll tell you that, we've been really lucky. None of this has affected us that much, I mean, I feel for the people that this all affects, and I wish I could do more to help, but I don't know, man. I don't know. There are just so many different segments of people out there that are just not using their heads right now. Everything is just off the cuff, face value, uh, act without thinking. They're pushing that authority at us, and they're expecting us not to, push back. I don't know. And I mean, I'm not saying that COVID isn't real, because it is. But, and again, it's going to affect your higher risk people more. That's just how illness works. And it's not like we have a great healthy population, you know. Look at what we eat. Look at, you know, look at all the health issues out there. And look at the medications that they use to treat them. And see the air quotes? Yeah. They don't cure nothing, they treat it. So I don't know. You know. Yeah, I know. You know, we're kind of lucky out here. We have county police and you know, county sheriffs and the ones that come out here, they're pretty decent people. So, you know, we have no complaints. We have no complaints out here. Not yet. Um yeah, you know, I think that even if our votes don't count at a higher level, they definitely do count at the local level. We have that and we have our purchasing power. And, you know, these are the things we can use to combat, you know, what's out there. That and our constitutional rights, you know, and, you know, I mean, come on, look at what they're doing. They're labeling protesters terrorists, you know. It's crazy. You know, and you know, if we weren't out there, and I say we, but you know, if you guys, you know, if people weren't out there filming, you know, these bully cops beating people up and killing them and shit, you know, I mean, this has always been happening. It has always happened. It's just that they're on film now. You know, now they're being filmed. Now it's being made public. So now they finally have to clean up their departments. You know, so I don't know. Yeah, I hate Walmart. You know, I mean, I like their prices, but you know what? Fuck it. You know, we don't eat fast food. It makes me sick, literally. Last time I ate fast food, I was sick for 3 days, literally. Like I had a bad flu. It was horrible. My body ached. I was throwing up. My digestion was off. It was awful. I had a terrible headache. My joints were swollen. It was terrible. And that was McDonald's, by the way. You know. And then, like, I was talking with a friend of mine the other day about Taco Bell. You know, when meat comes dehydrated in 5-gallon buckets, can you really call it meat? Yeah, I haven't eaten it in, oh Jesus, it's been forever. It's been forever that we've had fast food. The last fast food we had was Subway, and I've gotten some information since then. Um, that has to do with cellulose in their bread. And cellulose, as we all know, is fucking sawdust, basically. So, um, not eating there anymore. So we're pretty much left with fruits, vegetables, and any game that we raise or kill. And I'm okay with that. You know, I'll still sneak in my chocolate and have my coffee and stuff, but, you know. Exactly, you know, and the funny thing is that from what I keep hearing and reading, enforcement and, you know, people that are paid to do that kind of thing. What the fuck? This is it though, you know, everybody has to present a united front. You go out there, you got to stay peaceful regardless. You just have to, you know. We got to show them that we can do it. Yeah, processed meat is, dude, I look at the stuff in the store, you know, and I've been doing this for years. You know, you go to the meat counter and you look at it, and that's not what real meat looks like. It's just not. You know, that's not the color of real meat. Real meat is not bright red, you know. It's only bright red when you first open that mother up and the blood comes out. After that, it ain't bright red. Meat is actually kind of brown, you know, depending on the animal. You know, it's pumped full of dye and water and God only knows what else. Good evening. How are you? Let's see. Mark, what's up, Mark? Yeah, we don't eat, we don't, like I said, at one point I thought, well, Subway's probably, if you have to eat fast food, that's probably one of the better ones, but it's really not, so, I mean, even pizza we make ourselves at home, so, if I were 20 years younger, we'd be baking all of our own bread all the time and everything like my grandma used to do, but I just can't manage it. If I could, I would. Yeah, you got to wonder. I mean, you know, it, it's our overall food source is so compromised, and then we want everyone is overweight, everyone has hypertension or diabetes or high blood pressure or, any one of, you know, a handful of other illnesses that they wouldn't have if they just ate real food. So I don't know. And then the one thing that I wish I had never done, the one thing that I wish I could take back, I wish I had never started smoking. It is, I mean, I've cut back a lot. I don't even kill half a pack a day anymore, but even that is like too much, and it is so hard to quit, and if you don't smoke, don't start. Don't start. It is the worst fucking thing. It will ruin your teeth. It will ruin your lungs. It will ruin everything. So it's a very bad thing, and that's my bad. That is my bad. You know. Go back and do it all over again. That's the one thing I would change. Yeah, we slaughter our own meat too. We hunt. We mostly hunt. Once you peel the suit off a goat, there ain't a whole lot of meat there. So we raise goats for meat, but they're like my kids, so it's hard for me to eat my pets. But yeah, we hunt. Every year we fill the freezer with venison. We raise poultry to throw in the freezer. There's wild turkey around here. We trade for wild boar. Um, there's a lot of animals around here you could eat. Pheasant, wild turkey. Crow is even good. Crow is all dark meat, nice and moist. There's a season on crow now. But the meat is good. And tree rat, groundhog. I mean, there are a lot of animals that are really tasty. Turtle, big snappers in the creek. Um, we don't have a lot of fish around here. There's trout every once in a while, but there's bullheads, and I've seen gar and a couple other fish. They don't get real big. The creek isn't that huge, but and then as for plants, I mean, heck, there's a lot of plants out there that are edible. All right, Kimmy, make sure you get the doggy out. Yeah, that's another thing. I don't want to live forever, so, I don't want to be 90, pissing in a diaper, drooling in a cup. I just don't want that to happen. I'm thinking 70 something, it's a good time to check out, you know. Once I lose my mobility, man, it's over. I don't want to get to the point where I'm dependent upon someone else. That's a point I do not want to reach. So, Yeah, exactly. That's the only people I know that can quit smoking on a dime are bipolar people. I know a lot of bipolar people who just pick it up one day and go, I think I'll start smoking. And they smoke for 6 months or so, and then one day go, oh, I'm going to quit. And they just drop it like it's nothing and don't smoke. And I don't know how they do that. I I can't. The longest I've gone is, well, when I was in the hospital after the accident, I did pretty good. I was unconscious for a few days, so but after that, yeah, I bitched at the nurse, and yeah, I had to buzz him a few times, and finally I just hauled my little, I got out of the bed and I hauled my little, what do you call that little stand with the bag on it, hauled that out into the hallway, and I'm like, if somebody doesn't bring me a nicotine patch, I'm gonna light up right here in the fucking hallway. And boy, did they come running, got my patch. And dummy me, I'm so stupid. I get checked out of the hospital when I go home, and what's the first thing I do? Cigarette, right? Yeah, so right back to square one. But the longest I've gone trying to quit is 3 days. And at that point in time, I would have stabbed someone for a cigarette. Seriously. I mean, it's very, very difficult. So, well, and this is the thing, if you uh if you have if you keep under a certain amount, depending on what state you're in and stuff, but like for instance, like if we want to sell chickens or eggs or whatever, as long as we keep under a certain amount of birds on the property and people come to us to get that, we can sell it. But if we operate on a commercial scale, then we're subject to all kinds of rules and regulations that completely take the organic and natural right out of the picture. So to me, it's not worth it. You know, I mean, when we sell, chicken eggs and duck eggs, a lot of times they have poop on them, and they have a little bit of dirt or some hay hanging on it or whatever, and if I wash that off, I'm taking the bloom off the outside of that egg, and that then makes the shell porous, and now it has an expiration date. So we would rather just kind of brush the stuff off a little bit, put it in the carton, and then whoever buys it can wash them before they go to eat them, before they use them. And that way, the egg is fully protected. The chicken deposits that coating when she lays it on the way out. So as long as that remains intact, the shell is not porous and bacteria can't enter it. So, you know, but yeah, if we have over 3,000 uh, chickens, or we want to sell our eggs off the property, say like take them to a farmer's market, then we have to bleach them. We have to use a bleach solution on them. And again, that takes the bloom right off of them and gives them an expiration date. Now the shell is porous. Now bacteria can enter. And that's not a good thing. So, yeah. I mean, it all depends on your state's individual laws, as far as what they allow. Like you can sell milk, but people have to come to you. Um, I think you have to have, they want a piece of the pie, man. It's all about that revenue. And it's not just eggs or meat or, whatever. They want everything. They want a piece of everything. Even when you barter and trade, you're supposed to write that down and, have that with your taxes and stuff. Oh, God. Like they don't make enough, right? And then they keep implementing new laws to get more revenue. And they're laws that are not practical and, actually not good. Like, for instance, Illinois passed a law where cats have never heard of that. Never. And then like instead of the 3-year vaccine for rabies for dogs, they want you to get one every year. Well, I don't know if anybody knows it, but studies have been done. A dog only needs one shot for rabies, and he's good for life. Good for life. Doesn't need another one. He's built the antibodies. Exactly. It's nobody's business, if I barter or trade. That's a private deal between two people, you know? Maybe if they would quit cutting the taxes on the uber wealthy, they could have more than their share of the pie. No, they got to rape the little guy. Oh, you have 3 pennies? Well, we need 2 of those. It's not like they don't make enough, what with the toll roads, the lotteries, state tax, sales tax, come on, they're rolling in it. It's not our fault they spend it poorly. Who the hell needs on defense? Come on. Look at Costa Rica. They don't even have a military. Look where their funding goes. They're doing... I don't know. The way the world is set up now, I'm kind of glad we're on the downslide, man. It's gotten crazy out there. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we vaccinate our dogs, and we give our own booster shots, for everything else. The only thing we have to do, according to state, is the rabies shot. Everything else we do ourselves. I'm not paying a vet to do something I can do. That's just crazy. No offense to vets, but I'm just not paying that office visit and everything else for something that I can stick a needle in a dog too. How do you want it? IM, sub-Q, how do you want it, It's not that tricky. Like we were talking about before, they're making it more difficult for people to get the things that they need to treat their own animals and stuff, Yeah, it's not that tricky. When we used to breed dogs, there's a regimen. You start them off, and you give them the 7-way shots, you do the wormings, you do all that shit, and everything is done on a schedule. And by the time the pup is ready to go to its new home, it's all good to go. And there's just certain things you have to be careful of, and that is not allowing people, that you don't know where they've been, to come in and touch the, handle the litter, Yeah, isn't that crazy? That's crazy, Kimmy. That's just crazy. It's as simple as, it's as simple as it gets. Giving an injection is no big deal. I've given 1 million injections to dogs. I've sewn up 1 million dogs. I've stapled them. I've assisted in a lot of different operations. We've done a lot ourselves, a lot that, I'm sure a lot of people, who aren't in the know would not approve of. But you know what? It's, I just can't see paying that kind of money to somebody else to do the same thing that I can do. I don't have that kind of money. I mean, what are people that, what, just because you don't have a lot of money, you can't have a dog? Is that what they're trying to do? You know, the same thing with like breeding. You know, not all of your better breeders are, you know, wealthy enough to, you know, build the kennel that the state wants you to, you know? Air conditioning. Seriously, you need an air conditioned kennel for dogs? What's up, Mommy and Minnie? How are ya? Yeah, the whole commercial thing. I mean, I don't blame you, Kimmy. Yeah, our original doctor, our internist, finally had enough, and I think I've told the story before. He quit. He literally quit, and he went holistic. You know, he couldn't deal with it. He couldn't deal with, uh, you know, big pharma. He couldn't deal with, you know, all the conglomerates swallowing everybody up, and you know, all the hoops they made him jump through and shit. And he was tired of it. He wanted to cure people. You know, that's what he got into it for. You know, he used to tell us all the time, I'm here to help people, not give them shit that is going to harm them further, you know? So, oh yeah, dogs can help you hunt. Depends on the dog, you know? It depends on what you're hunting. Yeah, we've always had working dogs though, you know, depending on, you know, different breeds have different jobs, of course, but we've always had working dogs, you know? It serves a purpose, you know? It's got to earn its keep. Even my cats out there, even all those barn cats, they got to earn their keep. They got to keep the barns rodent free. And they do a good job. Oh, man. Oh, I'm starting to feel all twisted up, man. My bones hurt. I think the barometric pressure must be changing again. I haven't looked at the weather yet, but I'll bet that's part of what's happening right now. I need like a good 8 hours of rest. I hate waking. That's what sucks about getting old, right? You have to get up in the middle of the night to pee every night. And then you can't get back to sleep, right? Yeah, I definitely do. Well, at least we got the AC on, so it's not quite so bad. For a while there, we were like hesitating to put it on because it does cost a little bit more. Um, but after a couple of days of it being like 80, 90 degrees up here at night, I couldn't deal with it anymore. I'm like, dude, I don't care if the bill goes up a little bit. We live in an attic. There's, you know, I mean, it's a nice apartment, don't get me wrong, but, you know, the airflow up here is just not that great. So, oh, sweet, man. My parents used to buy potatoes in fall in 100-pound gunny sacks. Potatoes, onions, cabbage, and something else they used to get in 100-pound sacks. And my mom would lay them out in the basement. We had a cool basement, and she would lay them out on pallets that had like a hardware cloth tacked to it, and she would lay them out in one single layer so that nothing rotted. And all winter long, we would live off those potatoes and onions and whatnot. I think she got carrots that way. Those she would put in sand and store them. As a matter of fact, I still have one squash left from last year. Check this out. Let's see. Let me get to this here. Can anybody guess what kind of squash this is? Check this bad boy out. Look at that. Anybody guess what that is? It's a Hubbard. That's my last squash. We just finished the rest of the spaghetti squash the other day. So I got to look up a recipe. These are pretty tough to crack, but once I get it open, I want to make it good. So I gotta look up some recipes for it. Last year's the first year I grew Hubbards. I only got the one, but it turned out pretty nice. It's a good size one. So, but yeah, I mean, I had a whole bunch of pans of spaghetti squash, zucchini, and acorn squash, and we just finished the last of them the other day from last year's garden. So, yeah, yeah, I'm surprised they stored so well up here. But you know, single layer airflow, very important. But yeah, I can't wait to check that out, man. So I'm growing some more of them this year. We'll see what happens. Yep, I would love to have a root cellar. I had a girlfriend one time. She had a really nice root cellar in her basement. It was like an extra room, like kicked off. Uh, I don't know. It was like dug in the side of the basement, and she had the whole thing. It was like it had like dirt walls and stuff, and the whole thing she had like little wooden shelves, and she would put all kinds of shit in there, like uh, cans of carrots, and she'd keep like just everything plus all the stuff she canned. And she would can everything. She made her own spaghetti sauce, her own chili sauce, her own, you know, salsa, no matter pickles, and we're talking like, oh my god, a grocery store is full of stuff. I mean, she was really handy. She would make like pie fillings and all kinds of crap, and you know, keep all that shit. So butternut is something that I planted some seeds. I don't remember if they came up or not. I have to check. Something ate my eggplant plants, so I'm not happy about that. But that's okay. One of these years I'll get that going. I don't know. This year was kind of, man. I had such high hopes. The gardens already going, everything, and then I could not get the seeds I wanted. So this COVID thing really screwed me over. But I have 3 wash machines that don't work. So I've got 3 barrels to use as root cellars. I just have to dig them into the side of a hill, and we have a hill. You dig them in and you line them with, I can't remember what it is. I think it's straw. I gotta look it up again, but a friend of mine in Germany told me about this. They take the barrels from old wash machines and they dig them in, and then they line them with straw or whatever, and that's where you keep like all of your shit that you want to keep, like root cellar wise. You know, and then you make like a little doorway for it. So that sounded interesting. And then we can also use the motors. The motors will save for wind turbines. So you know, Rode does not like squash. He hates squash. And last year I grew a whole bunch of spaghetti squash. Oh, actually, it was the year before. I grew a whole bunch of spaghetti squash, and I'm like, here, just try it. And I grated some Parmesan. You know, like I baked it with butter and stuff, and um, grated some Parmesan over it. I'm like, just try it. Just try it. And all he could think of when he heard the word squash was like everybody makes, like, you know, uh, it's like orange mush in a pan, right? So, you know, he tried it and he's like, this tastes just like pasta. It's like really good spaghetti. And I'm like, yeah, I told you. So he actually eats that shit now. So I got him to eat squash. So yeah, he actually likes it. And it's good for you, you know? Oh, the dog's uncomfortable. She's sleeping on top of the pillows right under the fan. So, but yeah, I mean, it's, you know, repurpose, right? So, yeah, we're going to repurpose those wash machines. It's on the list of things to do. Right now we have more important projects going on, like fencing. I need the barn cleaned out. I've got some repairs to do. They were out in that high wind the other day, tacking down the roof on the loafing shed. The tin pieces were flapping around out there. So they got that done. And, we just had the hay season. So, and we still got more to cut and more to bale. So that'll be coming up this coming week here, or within the next couple weeks. I want to get the Top Gun range all cut and in the barn in square bales. This year we're gonna have to go with a lot of round bales. We got a bunch of round bales lined up. So, I mean, that's okay for the outside goats, but for anybody that I got inside the barn, it doesn't really work. So I have to put up some squares. I mean, I know it's a lot easier to round bale, but, you know. Anyway. Well, it looks like we don't have a whole lot of people here. Oh, maybe we do. I don't know. We got 4 people. Yep, that's what we're thinking of doing with those wash machines. Johnny is making them into, making the barrels into little root cellars. So that will be like 3 lined up. I've got 3 old wash machines so far. So that'll be like whatever size barrels they have, that will be the amount of room I'll get. And I can probably keep like 1 vegetable in each one, So one would be for like carrots and other root things. And, one could be like maybe for squash or, Yeah, she doesn't get any dairy. Like I said, right now we're giving her apple cider vinegar. And from what I've read, that's like one of the holistic ways you can treat that. It says it should take between like about 9 days or so for her to start to feel better. But yeah, she was like dribbling here and there and peeing on the floor at night. And she never does that. I mean, yeah, she's getting old, and I understand it. I don't, I'm not disciplining her for it. It's something she can't help. And it's not like she's peeing a lot, but it's like every 5 minutes she's got to go, And then when I take her out, she squats, but nothing happens because she's already peed on the floor. And she's been doing like a lot of, I don't know, she's just acting funny, and I know it's getting time. She's old, but yeah, I looked it up and the symptoms are definitely a urinary tract infection. So, it's bacterial. So I'm hoping the apple cider vinegar will help. I've also read that vitamin C helps, and also cranberries, which helps with humans. So, but I have to be careful not to give her anything that has, sugar added to it. So, the easiest thing to get down her is the apple cider vinegar. So, yeah, I mean, this is, it's coming up upon that time, and this is one of the hardest things, and it's not like we haven't done it before. We've been through this a million times, but it just doesn't get any easier. It's, she's the last in a long line of oldies that we've had, and that's, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a lot when she goes. But when she starts, telling me that she's in pain, then it'll be time. But yeah, I don't think she would deal with a diaper that well. I've got little areas set up for her to go, like in case she has to. The one time I had a small dog, and what I did was, the trays that come with crates, like the metal crates. Well, I hate those metal crates, but anyway, what I did was I put one of those trays down, and I put newspaper in it. And when she had to go in the middle of the night and I couldn't get up, she couldn't wake me up, she would just use that. And then in the morning, if there was something there, we would just roll it up and throw it away and put fresh paper down, you know, and it was all good. And, you know, I can't get mad at a dog for that because, you know, if they have a small bladder or, you know, if they're a small dog, they can't hold it for that long, you know, and that's understandable. And especially with age. So, you know, I've got some areas set up for her to go in case she has to go, and she's been good. But no, there's no blood. There's no crystals really. It's just pee, you know, and it's hot, so she's drinking water. I've got a plastic bowl set down with apple cider vinegar mixed with water, but she doesn't really like it that much. So we've kind of had to do the syringe in the cheek pocket thing and make her swallow a certain amount of apple cider vinegar. I think we're using about a couple teaspoons. She's not that heavy. She's about maybe 35, 40 pounds. So we're doing that. Yeah, no, there's no blood, and you know, um, she doesn't have any other symptoms or anything. It's just basically she's going a lot. So, you know, and it's not like I we're treating her for a bladder infection. It could be incontinence starting. That could very well be. She is old, like I say. So she's really good about taking medications. We've never really had a problem giving her anything. Normally I can hide things in a little piece of bread or cheese for her, or you know, peanut butter or whatever. Peanut butter and cheese aren't good for her, I know, and so we try to avoid that. But you know, or I'll take like a little piece of hot dog, stuff a pill in it, and she'll just swallow it. She's not a big. I brought home a thing of apple cider vinegar um, tablets. They're for me, but I think I could probably use them for her too. So you know, that might be an easier way to actually putting it in the cheek pocket and making her swallow it has been working out pretty well. I mean, it's not like she enjoys it, but you know, she's not fighting it, and it is getting down into her stomach. So, you know, but yeah, I'm a little worried about her. I know it's coming up to that time. I'm not even sure how old she is, but I know that she is very old for her breed. That's a good idea, Kimmy. Um, yeah, normally what we do is, you know, we put the pill in, tilt the head back a little bit, and rub her throat, and they usually swallow. Or, like I say, I just cut a little piece of hot dog, stick the pill in it, and flip her the hot dog, and she swallows it without even chewing. She's like, "Oh yeah, hot dog, hell yeah," you know, and down it goes. So, pretty simple. She's real good about that kind of thing. I've never had a problem. So, yeah, I've heard that blowing the nose. We're still going. Yep. I'm getting really tired here though, so I think I'm gonna say goodbye to people.
Oh, you do that.
You want to help me?
No.
Why don't you please come and help me say goodbye to everyone? Here's Rod. He finally came back.
Here's Road. I was out working on fences.
So yeah, I hope she comes out of it too. We're talking
Just
about
put pill
Rosie's
in mouth
problem.
and blow in nose, they swallow, Amish.
Yeah.
That don't work too
So-
good for a bulldog, Amish.
Yeah, like I say,
Hey,
I
Jenny.
usually just stick a pill in a piece of hot dog and she swallows it right out of the air. She don't care. She's pretty good about taking pills. I don't have a problem with that. But you know. But like I say, you know, it could be incontinence. There's no blood in her urine. She's just dribbling. You know, she's just dribbling and peeing a lot.
When the
So,
hag gets done flapping her flippity
Okay,
flops.
I'm done.
No. I was ready, you weren't.
oh, he left me. All right, what are you doing, old guy?
I'm burnt out. I'm trying to do a
I'm
million
burnt out
things
too.
while you're
Okay, well,
not.
come over here. All right, well, we're gonna say goodbye then. Thanks for hanging in there with me. I really enjoyed talking to you guys. It's been totally fun. I have enjoyed it. So thanks for joining us on the most boring live stream ever to hit YouTube, and we shall see you next time.
Take care, everyone.
Take care, everyone. Rock and roll, and peace out.
Take care, all.
Bye,
We're out.
guys.
Peace.